Aries, Leo, Sag. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. This is, I'm being nosy, right? So this is a process video for processing the full moon in Leo. And I want to know, who are you now? Who are you now? The Leo full moon is all about, it's your time to shine, right? Leo energy is, they walk into a room, they steal the spotlight. And you guys, you fire sign, you Leos, right? But they do it naturally, and that's just who they are. Sometimes they tend to be in the spotlight, or they tend to be in media, popular, right? They're big with their friend circle as well. They have a lot of confidence, courageous. That's why they're the strength card in the tarot. Anyway, so we all can portray that energy. So I feel like there's going to be a boost of confidence, but I want to figure out, who are you now? So by the time you're watching this, it'll be a day or two after the full moon has taken place. So I want you to process it on your own, and then then you come to me, and I'm like your therapist, and you tell me about how your experience was, right? So, or here I'm just going to pull cards, and I think this is, hopefully it resonates. Let me know in the comments if it does, and I want to know, who are you now? I might even pull, depending on time, what you're hiding behind, so we can make you shine even more. Because we all deserve to shine, right? So when energy passes through Leo, that's an opportunity for us to embody that energy. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Tell me, who are they now? Who are they now? That was quick. And I need 3. Here we go. Groundhog spirit, time to let go. Lizard spirit, dream your world into being. Time to heal. Snake spirit. Okay, fire signs. You guys went there again. Thanks. Look at all this fire energy. Earth energy here. I'm sorry, fire as in the color, and it's earth energy here. You guys went there again. Who are you now? You're letting shit go. You're thinking about a new way to live. And I think there's a lot of process here because time to heal as well. You very well could be, you could have already been healing, right? I'm not going to say you have to heal, or this could be the energy that you're just in, right? Who are you now? Right now you're in the groundhog spirit. I don't think that you're like out and about. These are very small animals compared to the other readings. I'm telling you, energy is different for everyone here, right? And you guys are in your hole, in your shell. Your groundhog is in their hole, and you're like hiding in the grass here with grasshopper spirit. Taking big leaps of faith with lizard spirit. Oh, lizard, not grasshopper. And this is, I'm like stuttering because I just did 2, big energy readings, and this just toned it down. So you can see that I'm definitely feeling this. A little heavy again. You guys kill me with this, right? Fire signs. I should have looked more into your astrological placements to see if that's just a fire sign trait, because the past 2 readings have been pretty heavy for you guys. Like, I'm not saying that that's your I don't even want to assume things here. Time to let go. Dream your world into being. Time to heal. Maybe you're thinking about your future self. Who are you now? I think that you're going to be a little bit more reserved. I don't think that you're going to be, shining bright like we are. You're going to be shining bright in certain aspects of your life, but you're probably more of an observer, right? So let's say you are at a party, because Leos are about, the popular ones at the party. If you're at a party or you're out, you're not really the center of attention. You're observing. You're looking, because there's a lot of things internally. A lot of things with your stability, there's a lot of earth energy here. There's a lot of things like from the ground up that you're working on here. And you're, shedding old skin with the snake spirit here. Lizards also shed, right? There's a lot of shedding here. You're shedding shit away. Who are you now? You're and you're probably like, I'm done with that shit. Like it doesn't have to be a negative context when it comes to like time to let go. Like, that's a good thing. You probably have been processing this, and this isn't new to you either. This isn't you're not watching tarot and oracle readings and saying, "Oh my God, that's brand new to me." No, bitch, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, don't act like that, right? So you know what this is. So I'm gonna stop trying to be like pity, and it was just the energy that I felt for a second here, and I keep it real, right? And cards all over the place. You know what I think the cards want to do? They want to put some in reverse. I already know it because I realize I'm like, why? So there's some stuff here we're going to talk about. There is some stuff here and you are working on your stability and your foundation here. The Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cauldrons, Knight of Cauldrons. There's lessons that you've learned. There's actually lessons that have made you happy, actually. There's lessons that you have been working through. A Durden, which is the Hierophant with Three of Pentacles. There's lessons that you have been collaborating with on. There's also aspects of stability that you're like, you know what, I also want to be stable and secure, and I want to see the lessons. Like it's like a stable version, like you're shedding old skin, you're letting things go, you're healing from some things, and I don't think it's like new stuff. I think it's stuff from the past or like long life things that you've been dealing with, right? And you're following your heart. Prince Charming here, Knight of Cauldrons, Knight of Cups. Right? It's like very loving, like energy. I don't think that this is new to you. Like I said, it's lessons that you have realized, but I think this is a happy aspect, right? This is like a community aspect, or you collaborate. You could be collaborating with someone, you know, working on your healing or shedding your old skin. If you are surrounded around a lot of people, you know, like you realize that you're changing a little bit. So you're shedding an old version of you, and you're actually starting to follow your heart and lead with your heart with the Knight of Cauldrons. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, healing. The Merlin. The Merlin is the Hermit. And healing, you shine the light on a lot of shit in your life, right? And I think that you're like, you know what? Okay, I'm making peace with this. I'm happy about me shedding my skin here, and kind of like, you know, went back in the hole, dug it out a little bit, went into the light, went into the deep hole, shined the light on what needed to be lit here. This is definitely a new version of you. You shed a lot of skin. King of Swords here, and things are pretty much clear for you. You kind of can see things. I think you've learned the lessons here. It's pretty clear that you see lessons in front of you. Like I said, this is not new. You know what this is. And Five of Shields, right? You might have been left out in the cold at some point in time, but you're like, you know what? I'm gonna follow my heart. You know, just because change happens, five is the number of change. You're still leading with your heart. You know, you're still, you could be emotionally heightened here in some sense, but you're like, you know what, nothing's going to stop me. I'm just going to keep going and follow my heart. You could have been shedding, you could have been shedding like old belief systems with that Hierophant there, and like old versions of yourself that just weren't serving you in the highest way. And you're healing from that, but it's not like traumatic healing. You're going through the vibes here. So I really think here, who are you now? You're shedding. Or you have shedded. That sounds weird, right? You're letting shit go. Time to let go, right? And not in a bad way. You're making peace with it, and you're like leading with compassion with all of this cups energy that's here. You're leading with your heart. You're doing things with compassion, right? That's the vibe that I get here. Let me pull. Where's the shamanic healing? Pull some shamanic healing here for fire signs. I think you're making peace with certain things too. Movement into balance. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes I just can't get it out. Struggle. From struggle, you're moving into balance. And I think you're coming out of struggle, and you're shedding an old version of yourself that is putting you into alignment with this Hermit card. I love this. This Hermit card and this Hierophant. You really have shedded an old version of you, and people very well might now see the new version of you, right? I could read it that way. This is, who are you now? You've shedded a lot, right? That didn't sound right. You have shed old skin. And, you know, this Leo full moon, you might now be going into it like acting like a Leo, right? With that Leo energy, like you're walking into a room a different person. And this was heavy, very heavy and past. Like maybe you were just doing this, or maybe you're doing this now, right? And leading up to the Pisces new moon is next. And that might be where you really see the balance and like the esoteric, both sides of the veil, right? You'll see like, yeah, I was shedding old skin. You might not necessarily see it now. Maybe now you do because I'm talking about it. You're like, oh, I thought it was a bad thing, but it's a good thing. And I bet you by the Pisces new moon, you'll see both sides. You'll see behind the veil. You'll be like, wow, that's why I had to do all that. That's why. Aha moment, right? So right now you're shedding. You're shedding your skin. Hibernation mode a little bit, I would even say. A little bit. Let's see what you're hiding behind. This one might be a little deeper for you guys. Fire signs. Tell me, what are they hiding behind? What facade are they putting? Very interesting. Very opposite energy of earth and water signs. Whale. Live as a fully conscious being. Wow. Trusting in the great mystery. Such a majestic animal here. You're shedding your old self, and you really are going to start walking around. I bet you by the Pisces new moon, you're going to be walking around as a conscious being, right? And for those of you who don't understand that, like consciousness levels is like a whole chapter in spirituality that I love. It's like you'll see things for what they are. Like you won't go into that energy of like blaming yourself or shame or guilt, or like you'll just start seeing things for what they are and like making choices like consciously, like let's say you go and do something you shouldn't be doing, but you're like, no, I know what I'm doing, right? It's like it has a different level of like meaning behind it. And some of you very well could be living unconsciously right now, and I think you're starting to tap into that, shedding that old shit, because this is what you're hiding behind. Some of you very well might not have been living authentically, because this is, let me keep the question to context. What are you hiding behind? What facade are you putting up? What masks do you have on? However you want to call that. You were living unconsciously, and you're about to see what a conscious level looks like, what walking around consciously looks like. It is so self-aware. It is so, you sometimes you can get a little critical, us conscious beings, right? But you're going to just start seeing things for what they are, and it's not going to bother you. Shit won't bother you the way it used to anymore. Let's see what else you're hiding behind. What are you hiding behind? Acceptance. Oof. Okay. You're probably living life unconsciously and blaming yourself a lot for a lot of things here, and really weren't accepting things for what they were. And that's what consciousness is. It's like you see things for what they are. You're seeing what it is, right? You're making the choices, and you can consciously say, yeah, I know what I did. I know what I said. I said what I said. Or I'm sorry, I know what I said hurt, but there's an aspect of like the consciousness coming into play, in the sense of like, you know what you're saying, you know what you're doing at all times. And it's a whole level of self-awareness, and you're aware of other people. And acceptance. I know I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Some of you very well might have been, right? Because this is what you're hiding behind. You weren't accepting of what was in front of you. You were definitely living unconsciously and probably asking the wrong questions. Why? When you step into a consciousness level and self-awareness and awareness of others and acceptance of what it is, you're not going to ask those questions because it's going to be irrelevant. Yeah, you would. And this is about to flip here. You're going to start being so acceptance of what it is, and you realize, I am learning, I cannot change. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. It is what it is. Okay? Like, that's a conscious being. Like, okay, it is what it is. And I can see when I see an unconscious person and they make foolish mistakes, I'm not even going to say that. Or when they make decisions and choices, and I can look at them in the face and be like, they're not even conscious. And like, think about when you're drunk and you make choices and you wake up, I don't remember. I can look at someone and be like, you don't know what you're doing. You're going to regret that. But you let it be. You're like, it's not my pig, not my farm. Yeah, learn. You're about to step into that. You're shedding an old version of yourself, and you are about to live a conscious life. And you're going to realize that there's things that you cannot change in life, and you're going to part ways with it. My name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.